be don't got a whip and rag on no petty flips. I talk with that on your hip and you ain't gon' rip it up, pop it.
On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Tonight we wrap up an intriguing Week 2 with a
lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Tonight we wrap up an intriguing Week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fields this way up at the 17. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Throwing on the first play is Corral. Dancing to his left. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And Corral will throw it. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion good for 7 there. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make the play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Corral. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
On third down, Corral.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Amari Cooper, his second touchdown on the season.
And the Saints are on the board first here on the road in Tampa.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Throwing to start the drive. Walton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Walton. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
Ready, ready. Pause ready. Blue striker.
They'll try and throw for it here. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Dawson Knox, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
This is caught inside the 15. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Operating from the gun, Walton, and it's caught. Touchdown. Darius Slayton, his first touchdown here in the new campaign. And the Bucs have got it back to within a score. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Off play action. Here's Corral.
They'll roll him out right.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side. And all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So a good grab there. And here's a guy, he had to learn the offense quick, just picked up as a free agent earlier this week.
And usually there's a connection, isn't there? A past coach, someone from the front office who knew him from before and thought that he could help this team.
On 1st down, Corral. That's complete to his running back, Taylor.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Play action here, Corral.
And that will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Fourth down. Here's Corral. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, and now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
To throw on 2nd down, Walton. And this is caught. Right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
Okay, right.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Black shot. Black ultra.
Operating from the gun. Walton. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Michael Gallup from 17 yards out. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know the security point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They'll go for it on 4th. Here's Corral.
Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill.
And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football. He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
Light blue.
Back to the air on 2nd down.
Walton, they'll swing this out to Fournette. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Back to throw.
Walton.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
On 4th down, Walton. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Saints will have the football back. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Completes it right side to Cooper.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Corral is intercepted again. That's number 3. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they take a 17-14 lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball.
And it'll be intercepted.
Andrew Booth picks it off. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front.
As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach,
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
the Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list.
He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On first down,
Walton. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
and down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Walton. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 42 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Again, it's Taylor, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Now Corral, 3rd and 2. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it.
Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Corral looking to pass, 2nd down. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. He'll be back at the 36. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Off play action. Here's Corral. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 18. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
On 2nd and 11 now. Corral, and that'll be caught by Toney. Touchdown, Saints. Kadarius Toney, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time. And
we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll check this one off to Fournette. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off play action. Walton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Let's go. Watch out now. 50 Fury. Claws red. Blue striker. Hurry.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. Got a man, Slayton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were heading for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Darius Slayton with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Buccaneers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. From the 10. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard. And they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Ready up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
6, 7. Green back. Cut.
Throwing again. Walton. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest game we've seen on a scramble, but still, some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Looking for Cade Otton that time.
3rd down here.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Ready.
To throw on 3rd down. Walton forced out to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have
That's
a
right.
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Saints 28, Buccaneers 24.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now this series could very well...
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They go play action here on 1st down. This is caught inside the 15.
And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning.
Set, ready. Black Ultra. Ready.
On 1st and 10, Walton.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Saints have just about sewn up this football game. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ball game.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day. Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
Throw left side, complete to Tony.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Corral. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
To the right side, this is Taylor.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
On the counter, it's Taylor.
And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. So this one a victory here for New Orleans, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for the Saints, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they will fall to 1-1. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers.